What's up YouTube? Gemini Jets 5280 here with a airport update for Denver International Airport. I would like to first start off with a few quick announcements. First of all, sorry I haven't had any videos in a while. Most recent one was 4 days ago. I had Great Lakes, but I've been super busy with school and getting off work at the end of the summer. So I didn't have a chance to make any videos, and then my camera stopped working, so I'm really sorry about that. But we'll try to get weekly videos for updates. 1 week it'll be Great Lakes, the next will be Denver. So next week we'll see Great Lakes. Anywhere between Friday and Monday, you'll see updates. And then following that will be Denver. During the week we'll have models by aircraft and airline, and we'll get more to that in the announcements. So we're going to start off over here with the Delta 757-200 with winglets. It is lining up on runway 34 left for a flight to Minneapolis-St. Paul. Here is a JetBlue A320, and it is rotating from runway 34 right for Boston. Over here we have a US Airways A319 rolling on the runway for a flight to Phoenix, Arizona. It's a 25, sorry. Next up is a Virgin America A320 without sharklets. It's taxiing to its gate from a Los Angeles hop. It's actually going to go back there later. And here is a Delta Connection E-170 taxiing to takeoff, runway 25 for Seattle. Next up, I'm going to switch things up in this update, and I'm actually going to start with Terminal C. I usually like to start with Terminal A, but I decided to change things up today. So we're going to start here at the Southwest 737-300, and it's doing a flight to Salt Lake City, Utah. Here is a Southwest 737-700 with winglets new colors, boarding for a flight to Atlanta. Here's a Southwest 737-700, new colors, and it is going to head to Las Vegas. And that is a Southwest 737-700 old colors, pushing back for a flight to Fort Lauderdale. Next up is a Southwest 737-800, deplaning after a flight from Phoenix Sky Harbor. Behind that is a Southwest 737-700 New Mexico 1. Just had its final boarding call for a flight to Burbank, California. Oops, there's an actor over this plane. Behind that is a Southwest 737-700 final boarding call. Another final boarding call for Atlanta. Next up is a Southwest 737-300 Lone Star 1, and it will do a flight to Dallas Love. And after that is a Southwest 737-700 new colors, the third and final one, and it just had its final boarding call. This one is going to Burbank, but I said that earlier. So we'll have this one is going to do, we'll have it do Austin. We have a Delta MD-90, and that just had its final boarding call for a flight to Atlanta, Georgia. Next to it is another Delta MD-90, actually just coming in from Atlanta. Today we had two MD-90s. Actually all our Atlanta flights today were on McDonnell Douglas MD-90s from Delta. So I decided to have my two MD-90s do the Atlanta routes today. And yes, I know they're right next to each other, but that's okay. Next up is a new model for Denver. It's a Delta 737-800. This is the first Gemini Jets release, and it is boarding for a flight to Salt Lake City, and it just came in from Detroit. This Delta A320 is actually doing the reverse of the 738, and it just came in from Salt Lake City as flight 993 with my dad on board. He actually just came in on this flight earlier today, and it will head to Detroit in place of the 738, so they did a little swap. Here is a Delta A319, and it just came in from LaGuardia, and it will do a flight to New York JFK, doing some New York hops today. We're going to move back over here. We have a United A319, and it's just taxiing in after a flight from Dallas-Fort Worth. And over here we have a United 737-800 Star Alliance colors, taxiing out to a flight to New York LaGuardia. I know we had two LaGuardia flights kind of close to each other, but that's alright. Now we're going to move over here, to Terminal B. We have a United A319, which was doing a flight to New York, and it will to our Gemini Jets 166's airport. Here is a United A320, and it's boarding for a flight to Los Angeles or STL_spotters, Southern California based airport. Oops, sorry about that. Which is based on LAX, so we're going to call it LAX. Do an empty United gate, another empty United gate. United 737-900 just came in from Washington Waldorf International Airport or Amtrak Spotter HD's airport on YouTube or Instagram as AAFlyerORD, and it will head out to Chicago O'Hare later today. Here is a Bombardier Q400 in the house colors, and it is boarding for a flight to Rapid City, South Dakota. In the back, we have a United 787 Dreamliner. It's a 787-8 Dreamliner, and he's boarding for a flight to Houston, Texas. Came in from Tokyo Narita, and it's kind of hard to see, but I did a little update to some of my jetways. Two of my United jetways now say the "Welcome to Denver, United," like they do in real life. And on the other side, this is the other one, but these two are exactly the same, except one's paper and one's Gemini, and they say that old United logo. Here we have a United CRJ 700, operated by SkyWest. And it is rusting out after a flight from Cincinnati or CVG Spotters Airport. And we'll head out to Birmingham, Alabama. This is a real route on the CRJ 700. Empty United gate. Next up is United 757-200. Just began boarding, and it came in from Orlando. We'll head out to Newark tonight, or Nias, Kalamazoo, or Delta Aviation's airport. Take a look at his channel. He's up and coming. He has a couple models now. I've helped him out with a few, and he's working on the Newark airport as of now. Nothing's final, but should be a pretty cool airport. He's got a lot of U.S. Airways and America West planes, so definitely check him out. And yeah, so this plane's gonna be heading to his airport, even though he doesn't have one of these. He asked me to do a route to him. Next up is United 737-800 with the other new jetway. See? And this is a new model for Denver. This is also the first Gemini 737-800 United release. And it's going to head out to Santa Ana, California. Another empty United gate. Here we have a United 757-200 pushing back for a flight to San Francisco. Some news, my tow bar, I kind of lost it. I dropped it somewhere. So I'm trying to find it. So none of my tugs have tow bars, but the super tugs have their super tug things. Here's one side of the Dreamliner, and it's the better side. But here's another United 787-8 Dreamliner, and it will do a flight to Tokyo Narita. Came in from Houston, and the passengers are just deplaning now. Now we're going to move to our taxiway here. We have a United A320 Stars and Bars, pushing for a flight to Washington Dulles. We have another United A320. This one's in the regular colors. It's taxiing to runway 25 for a flight to Portland. Now we're going to move to Terminal A, which is usually where updates start after the runways, but as I said, I switched it up. It's kind of a cool tail shot from here. First up, we have a Volaris A320 boarding for a flight to Guadalajara, Mexico. After that's the Lufthansa 747-400 resting for a flight to Frankfurt, Germany. I'm gonna move down. We have an American 757-200, and it's boarding for a flight to Dallas-Fort Worth. After that's an American American MD-80, and it's gonna do just arrived from Chicago O'Hare. I'll head back there. After that, we have a American Eagle Embraer 175, resting after a flight from Los Angeles. Move over here. Here we have another American MD-80. This guy's just got his passengers off, or they're heading off still. Deplaning from Dallas-Fort Worth. After that's an American 737-800, boarding for a flight to Miami. Here is an American 737-800 boarding for a flight to Miami. Next up is the Alaska 737-800 split center winglets, resting after a flight from Los Angeles or SoCal Plane Spotter 15's airport, and it'll head out to Seattle, Tacoma. Just pull in, we have a US Airways A320, just came in from Philadelphia. Here, over here, beautiful US Airways A321 is getting catering and bags, as well as boarding for a flight to Charlotte Douglas. Here's the Spirit A319 in the Pixel colors, just passengers are deplaning for Minneapolis. We have a Spirit A319, the Bearfare colors, pushing for a flight to Dallas. Next up, a Frontier A320, boarding for a flight to Central Texas International or Gemini Jets 1975's airport. We have a Frontier A319 pushing back for Las Vegas. Here we have another Frontier A319, and it's just passengers are deplaning from Phoenix. Second to last, we have a Virgin America A320 and a final boarding call, and Super Tug's hooked up for a flight to San Francisco. And last but certainly not least, we have a JetBlue A320 barcode with sharklets, and it is just arriving in from New York JFK or Gemini Jets 32's airport. Over on the landing, runway 35 left and right, we have an American 737-800 on final from Phoenix. It's doing a US Airways flight. And behind that is a Delta 737-800 on final on 35 right from West Bahama International or Delta MD-88 fan. They're flying a parallel. They're the exact same plane almost. It's just different airlines. Up to the cargo, we have a UPS 767-300. It's going to head to Louisville. After that's a UPS MD-11. We've got a Billings, Montana. And after that, we have a FedEx 767-300 from Memphis. Right here we have a United 767-300, which is doing a Denver Broncos charter to Arizona. And they're actually just getting back. So the Cardinals actually came here for the most recent game, but I wanted to have the 763 as a charter. So that's what he's doing here. Now I have a couple announcements. First up, for my third airport, I'm doing a subscriber/Instagram follower airport, and so all the details about the airport are being chosen by my Instagram followers and YouTube subscribers. There's a link in the description. Love for you to just fill out the form. It takes probably less than 5 minutes, just a couple questions, and you can help have a SAM at your airport. I have 3 new models coming. I'm going to give 3 hints. 2 models are sort of the same but different. They are special liveries for an airline based on the West Coast. And I already have 3 models from this airline. And I have 1 special livery from this airline. And the third model is a hub here in Denver. And it is a new aircraft that I do not have any of that has seasonal service here, more than seasonal, get it almost all year. I have a couple models not in this update, 3 over here, and then down here. if you see a model you would like to see in a new update, in the next update, let me know in the comments below and I will do my best to put it in there. My next series will be the Models by Aircraft series, and then following that will be the Models by Airline series. I will do the models, all the aircraft videos I want to do, and then I'll do airline videos. Adding on to that, check me out if you want to see a model review. Just let me know in the comments, and I will do one for you, or comment it on one of my photos on Instagram. If I forget, let me know on Kik at GeminiJets5280, or again on Instagram is probably the best way. Also check me out on Instagram. I have a new account name. It's at GJ5280. This is my last update as well. It's not new since then, but newer. So it's Golf Juliet 5280. Website is still GeminiJets5280.weebly.com. There's a root creator and video request form. You can also fill that out if you'd like to see a new video. For sale models, I have a couple for sale. I just want to go through them real quick. US Airways Express CRJ200. These are mostly all Gemini Jets unless I say something different. Delta 737-900ER, the first release. Delta 737-700. US Airways 757-200. It's in the new colors, but it's the older release, pretty rare. After that's an Alitalia A330-200, new colors by Aero Classics. Lufthansa Airbus A330-300. Phoenix models, and then Vietnam A350-900 Gemini Jets. And I have a FedEx 777F that is also for sale. That model has some gear missing, but it's still for sale. Get you a good deal on that. So if you have any interest in those, either you can fill out a root creator form on my website, or contact us. You'll find a way to contact me. But then again, Instagram and Kik are great too. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think. This is a new camera I'm using as my phone in this update as opposed to my video camera. So let me know what you think about quality and sound. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you like what you saw, and see you later.